Hey guys, welcome to a new video. We're doing a gouache painting of a picture that a few years back I went to Menorca and I took this photograph of the beach, and it's super pretty and I love this photograph, and I recently just found it in my camera and decided to edit it and make it look pretty, and then I thought, you know what, this is a picture that needs painting, need the practice. Hadn't painted in a while, so I thought I actually did this during our half term, which was a couple of weeks back, so I thought, perfect opportunity, I've got the time, let's do some painting. So I just sketched it out and then dived straight in with the sky. And doing this at the moment here in England, it is so cold. It's literally just been snowing for like the last 3-4 days. It's kind of all cleared up now, but yeah, it's been freezing, really cold, and every time I watch this video back, I'm just like, oh, what I would do to be in Menorca on the beach right now. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, the first kind of part of this video is done like in real time, just kind of cut up, so you can kind of see what I do while I paint, I guess, and then I speed it up a bit later, so you don't have to watch me spend over an hour doing this whole painting. But what I do want to talk about is not giving up, because I pretty much hated this piece for about 90% of the time. Like, it wasn't up until like some of the final touches right at the end that I actually thought, you know what, this is okay. And I was gonna give up lots of times because it was not coming out how I wanted it to at all, and I was very unhappy with it, and I was really disappointed that I couldn't create what I imagined that I'd be able to create, and it made me sad. I didn't like not creating work that I thought I was capable of, but I kept going, kept doing it, and in the end I really do like it. The main issue that I was having with it was about the colours, really. I mean, I'd sketched it out fine, it was, all the proportions were alright, well, I think they're alright, but the way I'd edited the photo, because I'd made some adjustments like the colours, it ended up being quite washed out and kind of muted colours. They weren't as bright as the original, but I really liked how they all looked and how it all looked quite like harmonious and stuff together. But it was really hard to replicate that with the painting, and I don't paint a whole lot, so my colour mixing is not great. I talk about it a lot, and it's something that I'm still really trying to work hard on, because it is one of the things that lets me down when I paint, is mixing colours, and I try my best to keep the palettes really limited in hopes that that helps, but with this I ended up just thinking, oh wait, I need yellow, and then I just end up adding more and more colours, and I try not to. But yeah, so the bit that was really difficult was the shadow that was cast by the trees, which is at like the bottom. I haven't really painted it in yet, it's kind of that grey blob at the bottom, but when I looked at the reference images, this shadow was grey, and it looked really grey, and I was like, I have to paint grey, here we go, here's me painting it grey, but it wasn't looking right, and I couldn't get the texture of the way that the sand was laid and the colour of the shadows of the sand, and I could not get it right, and I literally, you watched me spend most of the video just trying, and the amount of layers of paint that went onto this shadow, because I could not get it right, and I don't know why it wouldn't work, and I kept trying to do like even the little mountainy rock bit in the background, even the colours of that weren't really working properly because there was like grass on top of them and I couldn't get the greens to work, and it wasn't great, and I wasn't happy with it, but I kept going, and yeah, it turns out in the end the shadow wasn't grey. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was grey, but it looked better brown because I ended up painting it brown, but then I mixed in some grey back into it. It'll make more sense when you see it, but I mixed some more grey back into the brown, and in the end it looked okay, and it wasn't literally to that last like 5 minutes that I was just like, okay, I've got it now, it looks alright, I can breathe now again. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's kind of like the moral, if there's a moral of this, is just to keep going with it, because I think if you give up with a piece, you don't know if you could, it could have been a brilliant piece if you kept going. Like, I really love this painting now, whereas I hated it for almost the entire time. So yeah, I try to never give up with a piece, because you don't know what potential it has if you would have kept going. So yeah, when I first added the brown in, the brown looked really bad as well. but then, you know, I kept working on it, and in the end it got to somewhere where I liked. Yeah, there's enough talking about this painting. You can watch me do it, you see what I did. My next video, I was thinking I will do a little portfolio flip through, because I've recently finished my portfolio, and my portfolio got me into university. So yeah, in this September I'll be going to uni to study illustration. So I thought it would be quite interesting to have a look at my portfolio. The interesting thing about it is that it's a graphic design portfolio, but then I had to include like enough of my own personal stuff that was illustration. So I don't know, would you be interested in seeing that? I like my portfolio, I'm quite proud of it, so it's also an easy video, because that's another thing I've got to talk about. I'm currently doing my final major project at college, so this is the big last project that we do, which is like worth like a huge majority of our grades and stuff, and I have so much planned for this project, so I'm gonna be like super busy the next like 3 and a bit months. I should probably know how many months it is. So yeah, upload schedule, I don't know. I'm hoping to get a video out every 2 weeks. I thought 1 week was probably pushing it, but every 2 weeks I might be able to manage. So yeah, hopefully in 2 weeks time I'll do a flip through of my portfolio, if that's cool. Also forgot to mention, my last video I did a competition, and so far only one person's entered, so that person is probably going to win if no one else enters it. This is meant to be a 500 subscriber special competition to thank you. So I need more entries, so yeah, I'll put a little link to the video on the card and in the description, so do check it out if you want to enter. It's really simple, you've literally just got to leave a comment. I talk about what you've got to say, right or whatever, in that video, so just watch it. It's a very short video, it's like 2 minutes long. Just watch it and enter, and you can win an original drawing or original painting, just like this. Do you have a holiday photo you want me to paint? Well, actually, it won't necessarily be a holiday photo, but if you described a place that was like a holiday photo, I could paint that. This will make more sense if you watch that video, but yeah. So we're going up to the end of this painting now, and you can see how much the shadow finally looks okay. I try not to add too many details, because I think sometimes you can get a bit too carried away and you just add too much details into a piece, and that's when it ends up looking not great. So I got it to a point where I liked it and then decided to stop, because if I overworked this, I think I would have ruined it. But yeah, this is a little final thing. Hope you enjoyed, guys liked this. It's a bit of a longer video. I can't believe I've actually managed to talk for the entirety of it. I hope it wasn't too boring. But yes, hope you like this, and remember to check out my last video. So that's it, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye bye.